Stanz, we are here, part 3 of the Joe Weller deep dive.
I'm a little worried because the boxing was enthralling to me as a former YouTube boxer. And so it was like really cool. I felt like I had a lot to provide, but I don't know what's going to happen in his most recent era.
In this screenshot, everything from the bottom right, which is my response to the fight, till me getting my laser tattooed, that's a year's time has passed. And the top 3 are like days after one another. I want you to try and predict what his next upload was.
I mean, the funny thing to me would be like getting my tattoo back. You know what I mean? I mean, it would be crazy for him to like have another fight or to pick beef with another YouTuber to try and get another fight.
Yeah, it would be crazy. You've hit the nail on the head.
Dude,
now
when you asked me, I was like, wait, is he asking me to predict some random thing? And then I thought about it and was like, well, this would actually be the worst choice he could ever make. And it's like, well, yep, he did it.
Now think of the worst YouTuber he could have picked.
KSI? Oh, no, Deji.
No, you think worse than KSI?
Worse than KSI?
In the YouTube boxing sphere?
Oh, Logan? Jake? Jake Paul versus Joe Weller. No. Why does he keep fighting these people on their ascension?
Why does he keep fighting people on like their terms?
Yeah.
I need to give you some context, and who better to give you the context than Jake Paul himself?
Perfect. Let's see what Jake Paul has to say about it. Okay, well, the title of this is Jake Paul knocks out Joe Weller full fight.
Yeah, well, ignore that for now. Let's hear how we got here.
All started, guys, is Joe Weller tweeted that he was going to be in Los Angeles, and I responded to him and said, let's spar, and he agreed to do it. And so,
damn, can it go on my channel though? I need it as brutal.
Here we fucking go, right? Jacob! Where is he?
This is crazy. I don't know how you're feeling, but when I saw the posse of people that Jake Paul just has,
there's a lot of people with him.
That's crazy. And also, another crazy thing, it's at his fucking mansion. So they're just having a fight in his backyard.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that the easiest thing to do? You don't have to go rent out something, just you pay people to bring in a ring and you go nuts.
Yeah, no, I'm not thinking of logistics. I'm thinking Joe Weller has gone to LA to fight
he's like in the belly
Jake
of the beast.
Paul.
Yeah.
In his house, in his backyard, surrounded by his crew.
Friends and family. Yeah.
So we're back in.
Oh.
Weller chasing Paul around the ring, and he eats a couple of more punches. Swing and a miss.
Oh.
And now Jake. Oh, what's he doing?
I love Joe's commentary.
And they're back in. Okay. Like, what even was that? Just wild. Oh, nice combo from Jakey. Oh, and the bell has gone, but Weller's been dropped.
Oh, not the step over. No, the Allen Iverson.
The step over.
Body shot. The bell for the end of the round just has gone. Right, which means this shouldn't count, and it should be the end of the round. But the referee that Jake Paul employed is
the classic red arrow.
Still counting, and apparently not going by the rules. Pretty good. But let's see what Weller got dropped with. It's a dip and bang. Like, I mean, it doesn't really look like he hits me that hard, but he got me right on the point where it just fully winded me.
I mean, it looks like he got hit hard as shit. Am I crazy?
It looks like it's hard, but not like... I think the reason he was saying it is...
Hey, shut up. Jake Paul's hump in the air.
The 10 fully winded me. And there you have it. The referee counts to 10.
It's not even like a big hump.
No, it's like a
tiny little...
chihuahua hump. Yeah, it's just very funny.
The two things that make this way more embarrassing than just this, I think will make you cringe.
Oh, no.
Here is point number 1.
Boys and girls, do you want to know like a funny thing that makes me getting knocked out in the first round even worse? Mate, we literally turned up in about 10 Lamborghinis and Ferraris, like trying to look hard. I can't believe.
Why? Why did you do that? Why?
I don't know.
It's not even in the video that you filmed, you showing up in the Ferraris.
Yeah, well, I think it would have been if you hadn't got knocked out. Like it hadn't been round 1.
Oh, no.
It feels
I'm
bad.
announcing my retirement from boxing right now.
Instant into retirement.
Yeah.
Oh,
good call, Joe.
It feels bad, but that's not the only thing that makes this embarrassing. because this was Weller's video. Let's see what happens before the fight in Jake Paul's video.
Oh. Yo, he filmed the music video?
They filmed a music video and wrote a diss track before Joe got to the house that is like, I'm going to knock him out.
Yeah, because he's wearing the same clothes, and that explains why there were so many people there. He was filming the music video. Yeah.
Joe has said since that apparently it was filmed afterwards and they just made it seem like it was done before. I don't, either way,
doesn't matter.
He's included it like he is writing a diss track and he has filmed the diss track. So
yeah.
The worst part about it is in these next couple shots, keep an eye out for someone featuring in the video.
Oh no, please don't be Elliot.
No, that would actually be really bad, to be fair. It's not that bad.
Oh, thank God.
No, he's on the right. Can you see him?
Oh, wait, can I see him? Joe! Sorry, my face is blocking him. Joe, you're in your own music video.
He's in his own diss track music video as he's singing, he's gonna knock you out.
What?
And wait, it gets worse. Look at one of the next upcoming shots. It's like so bad.
Oh. He's just pointing at himself. I'm Joe Weller.
Pointing at himself. Oh. Now, there is a story that makes this make a little bit more sense.
And what's that?
And we'll let Joe tell the story.
Okay.
But before we get there, any other thoughts apart from, my God, that's embarrassing and cringe?
Yeah, I think at this point, I'm just... Joe Weller is not a boxer, and that's okay. He's like really buff, and he's got great cardio. You know what I mean? It's like he looks like he should be, but it's like asking a tall guy if they play basketball. You look at Joe Weller, and you're like, oh, you could be a YouTube boxer for sure. He cannot. I don't think he really gets it. I don't think he's good at it. I don't think his heart is in it, and so this is hard to watch. That's my final thoughts.
A few days ago, Jake Paul and Joe Weller had a fight. Now, a lot of you reckon it was staged. I was paid to look shit, and I've sold out like a knobhead. Right?
Dude, that's better for him. It's actually better for him if that was the case.
He should say that was the case, yeah.
Firstly, how I ended up looking like Jake Paul's bitch. Like, let's just clear this up, right? So, straight after the fight, right, there I am, playing a bit of ping pong, right, in the lounge. And my mate Ben comes in and goes, Weller, they're making a music video outside. So I was like, all right, let's have a look. So there we go. He didn't realise it was a diss track on me, but we hear the words, I'm gonna knock Joe Weller out. And obviously I'm like, for fuck's sake, like the kid's just done me in the ring and now he's doing this, like, it's shit. And I've got a few options at this point, right? In this very moment, it's I run away, right? And that's what a lot of people are saying I should have done. I should have just left. Oh, he's saying some nasty things, so I'm just, and running home. Like, that is shit, mate. Like, I don't care. Just is. So, I'm not doing that. Another option is I get all angry, right, and try and, like, start on him. That, for me, would be him getting his way and triggering me like he probably wanted to. Option 3, stand and watch and just, watch him take the fucking piss. Right? Or I can fucking crash the video. And I know.
Isn't option 3 just the best option? How does anyone look at this and think option 3 is not the best option?
Yeah, I understand his reasoning, though. If he's like, I'm going to go crash their video and ruin it.
He didn't ruin it. He didn't ruin it at all.
No, but you'll get more context from... You keep watching, keep watching.
It looks like, oh yeah, I'm just joining in. There's a little...
that is what it looks like, Joe.
I get how it looks like that. But there were literally so many shots that we got where I was literally like, fuck off, Jake. Like, I was literally doing that the majority of the shots. But what's he done? He's used the shots where I literally look as backup dancer as possible. And that's just classic. And
of course he did that. Joe, of course he did that. What do you think is going to happen, Joe?
I know. Why weren't you just holding middle fingers up the whole time and like actively going up to the camera and like pushing it away and shit? Like, I don't know. There's like, if you're going to crash the set, don't fucking look like your goofy Weller self and just point at you. It's so funny.
And I should have seen that coming. Like, admittedly, I should have seen that coming and not got so careless with my hand actions. All right?
He got careless with his hand actions, man.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Jake Paul also posted his video a day before they had said that they were going to post their videos, like, together.
So he got all the views? That's fucked.
Yeah, that is fucked. Joe's forays into the boxing world haven't gone well, as you have seen and said yourself. But around this time, he turned his second channel, called Joe Weller Extra, into a different name.
Okay.
So this was a podcast with Joe, Theo, a.k.a. Malfoy.
Yeah.
You remembered that, did you? That's crazy.
Honestly, he just looks like Malfoy.
And Luke, who was their other childhood friend. They were all friends from high school.
I see.
Luke isn't on camera for a lot of it. He is a behind-the-scenes guy, and then they eventually get him on board because he has a mic. He didn't even start off with a mic, though. He was just, like, talking off camera.
Right.
And slowly, the comments, they were like, we need to hear him, so he got his own mic. And they were like, we need to see him, so he got his own camera.
And then it just became a co-host.
Yeah. So it's all three of them, and it was always all three of them, but he started off as just like the production guy, basically.
Got it.
What's very nice about their group of friends is they just rip each other constantly, and there's no kind of yes-menning, and because they're just friends from high school. They got most of their topics as viewer submissions of stories, whether made up or not. Most likely, all of them were made up.
Sure.
But it didn't change how funny the boys' reactions to them were.
So Theo, big one today.
Just the intro itself, it's so good.
Iconic,
and
would you say?
Iconic, I would say. And they've kept that. It still to this day is the same intro. They've changed the logo a little bit, but the music's exactly the same. And it's so good. Perfect.
When I was younger, my... No.
Oh, no.
No. This is sensitive. So obviously, naturally, because we're shocked, we're going to laugh. But... this is a serious thing.
That's so funny because they're gonna laugh so much, right? Like
that. Yeah, they don't know it yet, but they have stumbled on the formula that works at every single Wobbling episode ever.
Got it.
There were like recurring things that would just naturally happen with these three, just like being friends. And one of them is Joe reading something and not being able to finish it without like, as soon as the idea of I can't laugh whilst talking about this, like enters his brain, it's like contagious for all three of them, and they just look at each other and burst out laughing at the worst things. Sure. And it is amazing. We'll keep
I think that's a
bit.
normal human reaction. I get it. I don't judge them unless it is purposeful, and we're about to find out.
When I was
Oh no, stop, Joe.
Okay.
Like such twats.
I know. I need to stop because this is
No, because this person is fully written it.
I know.
Like...
Why are they laughing? But this is the thing, because we want to be taken seriously, bruv. Right, so,
that never happens. They're never taken seriously.
And the way
ever.
that he's doing a deep voice to try to stop laughing is also so funny to me.
Primary teacher made me sit on his lap. I'm way older now, but haven't told my family or friends. I only just remembered and thought about how dodgy he was.
Stop laughing, Joe.
And that I can only see it as funny now.
Oh, that's right.
But what do you think, lads? What do you think I should do? Tell people? So, honestly, obviously, this is actually quite a serious thing.
Basically, they then off the cuff just talk about things that they're clearly not fucking qualified to talk about.
Classic advice show formula.
However, they do eventually get to the root of it if there is a thing. They get their laughs out of their system and then try and actually have some kind of conversation.
A real answer that they believe will help this person in that time of need, maybe.
Yes, whether it's a good answer or not is debatable, but they at least try. You know,
your kid comes back and say, "Daddy." No, says father. So stop. He says, "Look, Mr. Burns made me sit on his lap today." You'd go, "Fucking what?" You'd go mental, and you deal with him appropriately. No, you would. You would actually get involved.
I feel like I'm trying.
I don't think I could ever look in Joe Weller's eyes. Does that make sense?
I would add and not be able to and take him seriously. Because
in general, I don't think I could do it. He's staring into your soul. You know what I mean?
He's too intense.
Yeah, he's truly too intense for me. Look at this. How could you do it?
Bro, it's the little smirk when he looks down his eyes like that. It's the when you take your trousers down. It's that look. I can't. I just laugh. It's so funny.
No, you would. You would actually get involved.
I feel like I'm trying to argue, like...
You're trying to justify the
it.
pedo. And I don't think that's okay, mate. I think this kiddie, what you should do is talk about it with your family and friends.
This next clip is a good example of the kind of like wild hypotheticals that they talk about.
Okay.
That usually Joe brings up, and then how they rib each other for their answers.
Okay.
If your girlfriend, right, kisses their gay friend, so it's a male, right? But
dude, he is loving this. He gets so excited when he's like asking questions or telling stories that it is infectious, and I think it's part of the reason why he was such a successful YouTuber. He's got charisma out the ass, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Gay, because it's a guy with a cock and spunk, right, kissing your girl, right? If that's fine.
I would say it's no. You are,
dude. What happened to all their things in the background?
Yeah, I don't know.
They came off and they never fixed them.
And I think I'd be like, ooh, I don't.
He's like, ooh, let me watch.
Joe,
no,
please.
No, I would be like, oh, I'm not okay with it. I'd just be like, oh, don't do that.
Don't do that
Why
again.
don't you tell me your opinion?
Oh no!
I walks in on them shagging. He's like, oh, I'd probably not be doing that.
What's he say? Sorry, it's hard to hear him because they haven't given him a microphone yet.
Yeah, he says he walks in on them shagging and he goes, "Oh, I think I'd rather you not do that."
No, I prefer that you don't.
I prefer that you don't.
The dynamic between them is like it works so well, especially in a podcast format, because you get the whole entire build up to that point where like everyone has experienced being in a room with their friends and something stupid happens and the laugh is so contagious that you don't even really remember what you've been laughing at to start
Right, and you
with.
can't explain it to someone.
A lot of that makes finding clips hard because you need the full context to get to the same level of excitement that they're at when you're watching.
Yeah.
But there's a couple more that are still really fucking funny. The dynamic on Waffling is always either bullying Theo or Joe randomly exposing himself for no reason despite no one asking.
Oh, this one's called Joe Weller on experimenting with sex dolls.
I have been toying with buying a fake vag for a while now. What?
Oh, it's a question from the audience. Of course.
A fake vag?
Is it morally okay?
Oh, so it's just like a dildo, but a vagina.
Or like a sex doll?
Have you wrote this email yourself?
No.
Because he's so excited to get into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No.
From boy 1, 2, 3.
No, it's coming. This is a genuine email, and he's asking, is it sort of like the done thing?
It is the done thing.
Have you ever bought a sex doll?
No, but I've thought about it.
I have.
Wait, what?
No,
What?
Wait, they
You bought a what?
What did you buy?
Wait, you bought one?
What?
I thought you asked if I thought about it.
No.
What? Someone say something?
No.
Is it what? What did you say?
Just a little one. No, it was a joke.
A little one? What does that mean, Joe?
Here.
No.
it?
It was a joke.
No, you were
Was
not
it-
joking.
so you
Wait,
didn't
how
use
big
it?
was it? How big was it?
No, it's like an inflatable. No, it wasn't.
Surely it's just like plastic and hurt.
No, I didn't use it.
Yeah, you did.
No,
What
I
was
didn't.
What was it like? Oh, no, I'm intrigued.
No,
I'm
no.
intrigued. What was it like?
No, I didn't really use
Was it moist?
No, I was joking. Seriously, all it was this like $10.99 blow up thing, and
You shagged the shit out of it.
No, 'cause boys, basically, you know when I was going through the phase of like too scared to shag, I didn't have the bottle.
You're virgins.
I was like, I'm gonna practice.
Practice.
So I bought one, and then my mum found it.
Oh, no, that's not real.
Bro, hey, if you watch enough Waffling, you know almost every single thing that Joe says just has to be real. Because, like, why would you even want people to think these things about you?
The crossover, dude, buying a sex doll but still living at home to me is crazy. I assume.
Right, you're completely crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are going to get onto now the most iconic moment from Waffling.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Well, yeah. No. I don't care.
I once did rock, paper, scissors against Tony Adams, and I went rock, paper, scissors. He was going rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So obviously, like we showed our things at different times. So every time.
What is happening here?
Boring story.
Basically, every time he went like rock, I was one.
Wow.
We've all been in this situation, right?
Go back. You got to hear the full wow, and then
Basically,
his
every
full
time
line delivery is
he
fucking
went like rock.
amazing.
I was one.
Wow. Tell us again.
I was one behind, and I still lost.
Tell us again.
So we're gonna do rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
And we're gonna do it.
Fuck.
Just one.
That
Three,
line is like I can't be the only I can't be. My friendship group can't be the only friendship group that whenever someone tells a really shit story, the go-to is, Mom, tell us again. Just quoting this, it slays. It is the funniest thing. Even Luke's comment, which you might not have heard because you didn't have a mic yet.
Yeah.
He's like in the background as they're all laughing. He's like, "What a fantastic story!" It's so fucking good. It slays. So even though waffling is great and people are really happy to have consistent content from Weller, he is still separated from like British YouTube.
Right. There was a schism post boxing.
Yeah, Weller was very much like segregated from that, and Theo was becoming more of a part of that.
Oh, interesting. I did not expect that. Joe Weller confronts Theo about going to dinner with KSI instead of his birthday party?
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so Theo, something else that I've been wanting to address for like quite a while now is on my birthday this year, right? You didn't come to my party. Right, you didn't come out.
Oh, man, he's laughing, but I feel this is a real conversation.
And celebrate.
I will
with
say
me.
this time I don't think it's a real conversation. As
Okay.
in, like, I think they're saying it because both of them were getting like a bunch of comments on social media about it, and
Got
they
it,
talked
got
about it outside of this.
Because instead, you went to dinner with KSI.
A private romantic meal, just me and him
Yeah.
drinking rosé.
Yeah, that's
That's how it was portrayed online.
I know.
Ah,
It was
I
just
see.
like most of our friend group, decided to just bun it off. And you bunned it off, Luke.
I wanted to come.
Yeah,
I think a
wanted
lot
to
of people
come.
were busy.
I
Yeah,
wanted to come is so funny. Off mic. The fact that all these clips he doesn't have a mic is insane to me.
Well, this is like a lot of these clips that I've shown you are maybe like the first 5 or 6 like episodes.
Got it.
So I don't think they even realized that they would be talking to Luke as much as they were.
Yeah.
He
just
didn't
keep
want
asking
to
him
be a
questions.
member of the podcast.
Is the
Yeah, I know.
problem. Yeah.
As you can see from the vibes, I'll timestamp this clip just like towards the end.
So this.
The
Wait, hold
vibes
up.
are different. Like he's not actually mad. They're just doing this because social media.
Because
was
everyone's talking
having
about
a
it.
go
They feel
at
like they
Theo.
need to address it in some way. Yeah.
So to just like round that off then, so you don't prefer KSI to me. Just need to highlight this.
You're my one true friend.
One
Aw.
true friend.
Sorry,
Hear that,
Luke.
Hear that, Luke?
No,
Oh.
I've known you since year 7.
Yeah. All right, so beef squashed. There you go.
Good ending. Funny
Love
edit.
it. Classic
Yeah.
Weller. This is the sign of like things to come, which is Joe already not really being involved in that scene, and Theo becoming more and more involved in that scene.
Right.
And I think whether they address it or not, as the years go on with waffling, that becomes more of a divide between the two of them.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Anyway, back to his main channel. We'll finish with waffling for now.
Okay.
We have some positivity, a light in all this darkness,
Thank God.
as well as
I
waffling.
needed something.
We have a KSI reunion.
Huh?
For some more context, KSI versus Logan has happened, and
Okay.
it ends in a draw. Then KSI versus Logan 2 is set to happen, and Joe makes a video a month before the fight.
A message to the loser of KSI v. Logan.
Well, I mean, just ask Joe, man. Joe Weller, like, how he felt when he lost. He just, I imagine it's the worst feeling. I still I still let him know that he lost, and everyone else lets him know that he lost, etc. And imagine having that pretty much for the rest of your life.
Imagine being a person that perpetuates the, let's call it bullying, and being like, man,
and
it
then
really
talks
sucks.
about it.
Yeah, how can anyone stop this? I'm doing it, by the way, but imagine if it happened
I wish
to
someone
me.
would stop bullying him.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
It's actually horrible because it's true.
Yeah, it is horrible because it's true. It sucks ass, man.
It does. For context, this video is a year and a half after their fight. So crazy that this is still like following him around and he's still having to talk about it and address it, a fight that happened a year and a half ago. It kind of sucks. There is good news in this. He then got asked by Sky to be a pundit and help with the coverage of the fight.
Oh, that's great. That is a perfect world. I thought you were going to say he fought again. And it's like, even if he wins, I don't want to see him fight again ever.
He was doing the like fight night coverage with Bazinga as well, was one of the people. And then other boxing hosts.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
And it was amazing because obviously him going around and interviewing all the people meant that he was around all of the crew that we've not seen him with
that
for a year and a half.
think they don't like him, but they haven't actually talked to him in a long time. This would be like a great opportunity to actually be human beings to each other again.
Yes, so he was around all the sidemen, Cal Freezy, his ex-Wheezy partner, the clothing line that they did.
Yeah.
And of course, KSI.
Confronting KSI.
After getting the wise words of the public, I then got the chance to speak to the fighters. But this is the thing, like, you talk about obviously getting hit.
The first opponent.
You talk about obviously, getting hit.
Fuck you, guy. I'm here asking a question. Hey, buddy.
Hey, the guy that you beat. The guy that you shut up about.
Dude, well, I'm asking a question here, man. Why would you do this to me? It's fucked up, dude.
Not being worried about that.
Yes.
But, there was a reason why you probably were tentative last time, and that's because feeling the stiff jab, it is a shock.
Like, his jab isn't a problem. It's just, I was afraid of getting hit. It was just the mental barrier that I was always there like, hit and not get hit, hit and not get hit. That's why my fight against you, I was just pumping the jab because I didn't want you to get anywhere near me.
Because that was the thing for me. Like, the second you started like hitting me with those jabs, it just stunned me and I couldn't get my rhythm. Everything just went out my head.
Dude, this is actually they're gonna make up. They're gonna kiss.
They're gonna kiss.
Yes, finally. It is like radically honest too, where it's like, hey, getting hit fucking sucks. I've like boxed a few times, KSI is saying, and like even then, I was trying not to get hit, and it like makes it so hard. And then he can jump in and be like, yeah, man, you hit me, and that shit made it really hard. I've been hit by in round 3 of my fight. Box started jabbing me, and I was like, I couldn't fucking get around it. I couldn't think. I'm like, but stop hitting me, bro. I'm trying to hit you. It's like really, really hard.
Fantastic.
Oh, he winked at me.
There you have it.
Yo,
KSI,
they
Logan
jabbed
Paul.
and they winked.
Yeah.
Wow, he's so back.
He's back and he's punditing and he's like being acknowledged for the work that he's done, and he talks to KSI and all his friends. He makes a bunch of videos on this and interviews all of the people post-fight and has a great time. Then COVID hit.
Oh. Dude, no matter when something good happens, I know something bad is going to happen. It sucks.
Joe's content bounces off the energy of like other people, especially like these kind of videos that he was like actually thriving and doing, interviewing people, and then waffling, being there in person and getting the energy off everyone. Those two things, losing the core sucks, but at least you can carry on a podcast during COVID. You just do it over calls.
Yeah.
And that allowed for one huge episode to drop.
Okay. KSI versus Joe Weller, waffling full episode. They brought KSI on?
We haven't spoken since the fight.
I'm going to make sure I annihilate you.
I'm not going to let you say that to me and use that against me.
When you like raised your hand and pushed me, I just saw red.
Mate, it was a fucking load of bollocks, mate.
I'm taking this 110% seriously.
This sort of conversation has been long overdue.
This is a big moment.
Wow. They made that feel intense, right? And I know like you're about to watch this to be a regular podcast, but yeah.
It is pretty much just a regular podcast.
Of course
but it does feel as intense as hell. So there were some great moments in this. They were both genuinely like real and honest, like they were in the other clip that we just saw. Joe had some reveals, one of which was about his trainers from the fight.
Oh no, the Polish guy.
But I just don't think they had the experience, mate. Like, obviously you had Vidal head in your team who, actual boxer that's, gonna make it big. Mayweather, he's with them now.
Yeah.
But I had local boys, I'm not gonna lie. Like, one of them was my mum's personal trainer.
What?
Oh.
That is a crazy reveal. It's also insane that Theo had no idea about that either, right?
Yeah,
he's not revealed that to anyone.
What? Your mom's personal trainer is training for this fight?
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, okay.
I never knew that.
Literally.
Oh, okay.
Literally, bro.
Local PT.
And then the other guy, like, obviously had a good name around town for being a boxing coach, and I believed in him, but it wasn't it, bruv. It wasn't it.
It wasn't.
And I think, seeing now, it's so clear now, sort of like the route that you need to take in order to into the camp.
Just not get your mum's personal trainer.
You get like a real boxing coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know how we saw the press conference and there was like a moment where it got real?
Yeah, for sure. When he's like, "Hey, you take pills for your mental health."
They talked about that moment, and I thought this was really interesting.
Oh.
When you like raised your hand and pushed me, I just saw red, and obviously we had the little scuffle. But that was the energy that pushed me to go, okay, I'm taking this 110% seriously, and I'm gonna make sure I annihilate you. That was my aim. That was my goal. That was my vision. And
Did your training step up a level after that press conference then?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I did extra. I did more than I was meant to do. But I did more than that. I would go on runs, late night runs. I would, constantly just shadow box. I'd look at videos and everything. I studied the sport. I became obsessed, and I was like, I'm not gonna let this guy beat me.
But mate, I should have just been really nice to him. I should have just been really nice to him, so that he was like, it's not that serious. I don't really care. And like, if I did that, boom, out of nowhere. But I think the way in which I obviously fucking made you so angry, that actually made you go a lot harder, like you're saying.
The extra mile.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have. Yeah, I don't think. You might have been able to beat me.
The order of operations there is a little weird because KSI was talking shit about like the mental health stuff, and that is what caused the bump. So really, it's not like Joe had a chance to take it back. You know what I mean? It's like KSI started that ball rolling down the hill. Yeah. And where it ended up, it was very helpful for KSI. Hearing about the trainers was also like absolutely miserable to hear.
KSI felt like Weller was taking the mental health thing to try and like ruin his career and cancel him by like rallying
you don't believe
people.
In mental health? You're not an ally? This guy fucking sucks, right? Whereas to us who are kind of, to be fair, Joe Weller people were like learning about Joe Weller. It was like, damn, he's really been struggling with this. It would really hurt to hear that, right? Like we have maybe more empathy towards him than KSI at this point. We talked about this in the second dive, but the thought that like trying to ruin his career and not bring up the blackface.
Bring it up like as a one line in one song that no one cared about.
He's trying to ruin my career because he's mad that I said he had to take pills versus anything else. Yeah.
So the podcast is pretty good. They don't really like get to heads with each other. Sure. And they air out a lot of the grievances that they had and squash a lot of the beef, which is very nice. And then it ends with Weller asking about some future events that the Sidemen might be doing.
Of the YouTube game. Have you like spoken about doing any other sort of events? Obviously, I spoke about the Wembley Cup in my recent video. That football match sort of thing. Yeah. Is there anything else that you boys have got like in store?
Yeah, we definitely want to do another football event. We were gonna do.
Can I play?
He just went out and asked it
straight up.
Can I play?
Jeez, mate.
And KSI goes, yeah.
Yeah, he goes, fuck it. He goes, I did it. Mission accomplished, baby.
Sadly, he wasn't in it.
No! Really?
Yeah, the next one they did was in 2022, and Weller wasn't in it. Whether that's because he was busy or they didn't ask him is undecided, but...
That is tough.
Although this might seem like a moment where everything gets resolved and Weller is now back with like the British YouTube scene.
Sure.
Something happened, like something doesn't click, right? He still feels very much separated from everyone. The end of 2020 Weller uploads a video that is this is gonna shock you.
Okay.
Bearing in mind, I've not left out basically any context.
Okay.
He just drops this.
Extreme Rules WWE match in an abandoned asylum. It's like all the things that people know him for. That's crazy. Yeah.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship.
Do you recognize who that is, Stanz?
Elliot!
Elliot's back in a Joe Weller video?
Dude, what the hell happened to him?
And they're fighting in an abandoned asylum.
Oh. Batista, what are you doing? Oh, God! If you do this, there's no turning back!
Not the table!
This is so fucking goofy.
To be clear, all of their WWE videos are goofy.
Yeah, it's just... I keep thinking to him slamming those girls into the pool, and it was like, what the hell?
That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
So this was like monumental for the internet because obviously fucking Elliot, there's been no
Dude, they just keep
mention
fighting. Sorry,
of-
just to make sure it's just 8 minutes of fighting. There's no...
Oh yeah, that's all these WWE videos.
Yeah. What was Elliot up to during those 2 years? Was he still trying to do content? Was he back at Starbucks?
Yeah, unfortunately, he tried to still make content, and I say unfortunately because to this day, despite this being 2020, 4 years ago, and they were totally fine and doing videos together, every upload, every single social media post that Elliot does still gets snake emojis replied to it. That's all he gets.
Damn.
To the point where he said in a Waffling episode, he's like, it sucks. Apparently, you can't ban snake emojis. You can't ban emojis. You can like block terms from comment sections. You can't do emojis. So they just comment snake emojis and he can't stop them from doing it.
Dude, that actually is brutal.
Over the next 2 years, Weller doesn't post much at all. Waffling, as this period is happening, is like Joe's focus. But even they go through their ups and downs. There's a lot of beef. The channel nearly ends, then nearly gets back together, and then Theo and Luke do a live stream where they're saying they're going to start a different podcast without Joe.
What? You left it out? What?
And then Joe does some crazy Instagram posts. There's a whole thing. All of that is kind of doesn't exist on the internet anymore, which is why I didn't leave it out. It's just we can't watch it.
That's crazy.
It's another situation that's similar to him and Elliot, where they just talk about it offline and eventually it gets sorted, and they come back and everything's fine. Then they take another break again until eventually in 2022 it officially ends, and they say that is the end of Waffling for the foreseeable future.
Damn, that's so sad because they seem like actual good friends who were just like hanging out, having a good time. Dude, surviving 9 days in the Amazon rainforest, that's goated. Full documentary.
It is.
I want to watch that.
All of these were like actually sick videos, and these were relatively recent, like a year ago.
Yeah. So I didn't mean to jump ahead. I'm staring at it.
No, you're fine. Yeah, this is more Joe and Elliot content. That basically is the thing that seems to give him pleasure online. In the middle, you've got hunting alien crystals from outer space, which is so funny.
All right, you lot, welcome to the Czech Republic. Now,
Does he? So I can't tell what is tongue in cheek. He actually fucks with alien crystals. He's not making fun of these people.
Not at all. That's what I love about him is you literally can't I don't understand him sometimes, because this is the kind of thing that he would take the piss out of in like internet melts kind of vibes, right? But he fully believes in it. And apparently 2 years ago, there was a thing of a comet falling in the Czech Republic. And Moldavite.
And people are telling him, please be careful with Moldavite. You don't want to pick up any Moldavite. And so, of course, he wants Moldavite.
Moldavite in Czech Republic is illegal.
Bro, he went there and never once checked. How insane is that?
That rules. Just reading a TikTok, it's like Moldavite is the most powerful crystal in the world that's found in the Czech Republic. He's like, well, I got to go get some. And then immediately Googling it, being like, yeah, this is super illegal. Whoopsie.
Keep playing.
Okay.
He falls and bro is caked up.
What do we
do? I think it's a double whammy.
I'm sorry. You so matter of factly, like, no,
Bro, he's caked up.
Yeah, you're like, but it's not just that. It's like he falls and he's caked up on YouTube. That's what we call a double whammy. That's gonna be replayed. It's just like,
that's widowy a double whammy.
Yeah,
there.
it just made me laugh. And also the way he falls looks so fake. And the thought
right, he stops there for a bit. He's like he's posing. Yes. It's crazy.
He's like showing off his butt, and it got you. He fucking got you, man.
It's a double whammy.
Yeah. Look. Oh no, I've fallen and I can't get up with the world's tightest shorts.
Moving on from that view, we have now got to the point in time where we're like a year ago, pretty much.
Okay.
And Inside comes out. And we can have a look at the finale. And now, with all the context that you've had,
yes,
you can probably, with a different lens, understand why it was such a monumental moment having him involved in a Sidemen game show.
Yeah. It's like, why was he even included, to be perfectly honest? Wow, with the context, everything he does is weird now. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's weird that he's in this show. It's weird that he's like really hamming it up.
No. Okay, well, pause, because I think you're taking the wrong...
No. Sorry. I think it's great. I think it's actually triumphant for him, but like it feels weird that this is what they let him back in for. You know what I mean?
We don't know. I think there's things that we don't know about the
Yeah,
reasons
why
that they weren't included.
Yeah.
There is no reason why Theo wouldn't just bring along Weller to like a bunch of the events, especially after KSI and him had like publicly
done the podcast. Yeah.
Like squashed all the beef. They were good friends. And the like history that Joe has with like Freezy and stuff, you'd think there would have been, I don't know, you'd think there would have been something there.
You think they just think he's fucking weird because the crystals and the haunted houses and shit? Because there's a world where the way he looks at people and the types of content he does is like, this is a little weird.
It's nice that he was brought back, and I think this could have been kind of like to test the waters, to see if the Sidemen audience take him with open arms. And everyone did. Everyone was loving the fact that Joe Weller was back.
Yeah. And honestly, it kind of worked out, the beef with Manrika, because everyone hated her. You know what I mean? It was like, it almost helped him.
It made him the hero of the series, kind of. Not only was Joe included into the Sidemen's Inside series, but that then felt like it opened a bunch of doors and a bunch of connections for Joe to be like back in the scene.
Okay.
Wafflin got picked up by the Fellas Studios, by Cal Freezy's podcast group.
Oh, really?
And they're starting up again, and they are better than ever. Wafflin.
Is this middle guy on that and on this picture, is that the guy that was in the background?
That is Luke, yes.
Dude, why is he so hot? Why was he in the background?
He is hot, yeah. He just didn't want to be on camera, but he is a good-looking guy.
That's fucked up.
This is crazy.
Okay.
Like, I know that's a simple thing, but you need to be prepared.
I'm prepared.
And understand that Joe, we know how crazy he is, and I fully believe this is real.
Mm-hmm. When you nut, but he keeps going, you know what I'm saying?
Let's listen.
I made a friend over summer.
Okay.
Right? And he does something called a bubbly. Oh,
I don't.
You heard of a bubbly?
On you?
Has anyone heard what one is?
I don't know what a bubbly is.
I was going to say, have a guess at what you think. Like, I've told you this is going to be crazy, so have a think of what a bubbly could be.
He does a bubbly.
Close.
They take a fucking romantic bubble bath together.
It's where, like, he would get a bit drunk, and apparently it's something that they do on the yacht. Like, he works on a boat, and it was where, like, you...
Am I about to hear that Joe's been sexually assaulted? I'm a little bit worried about that.
No. Okay. It's not that far.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Basically, like pissing your own mouth.
Bro. Oh, no. Why is it called a bubbly? That doesn't make sense.
Do you think this is real? I think
this is real. Yeah. The amount of waffling stuff that I've seen, I don't know. Either I'm just a big simp, but yeah, I think this is real. And it is there's more to the story. It doesn't just stop there.
Chat, don't say you're doing a bubbly right now.
Sorry, if you had to tell me to guess what a bubbly was, I would never have guessed that.
But then he goes
it
like,
'cause it's
mate,
like
it's really addictive. Like once you do it, like seems like the weirdest thing ever. And, mate, when he first said it, I was like, are you fucking mental?
No.
Right?
No.
Right, no way. What? No, so basically
No, you didn't try it.
So he did it.
No.
Right. And then Elliot did it. Elliot did it. I did it. But then I did it.
What?
Bro, they're all just pissing in their own mouths.
Dude,
It together.
They
together.
met one weird guy who has a piss fetish, and he convinced them all to do it. What?
It gets worse, in my opinion. But let's keep watching.
Right? I did it one time. Right? I did it only one time. But and then because it made you feel part of something.
No, stop it.
Dude, he got peer pressured into it. If I was to say people who I thought could be peer pressured into almost anything, I think Joe Weller would be number one.
Oh
on the
yeah,
list.
for sure.
It's a wind up.
Right, so when we went rowing, right, we went jumping off of this bridge into water, and it kind of felt right to do it at the top. So he did it up there.
No, it did.
What?
It kind of felt right. It's so funny. Fellas, you ever been there where you're at the top of a mountain and you just really want to piss in your own mouth?
No, not at all. What?
Right, so he did
It never felt right.
And then
never felt
when we
right.
said goodbye at the end of summer, right, he went back working. We all stood in a line at the side of the road and did a bubbly.
That's the most fucked up thing I have ever.
This, I want to tell you something. This changes everything about the last two dives. What the fuck is happening right now?
This is Joe, like, with 2 years off from YouTube, just doing his own fucking thing.
What?
I guess I also forgot to mention, this is a crazy time to mention it now, but
Sure.
In the time off from YouTube, he was making most of his money from Snapchat.
Okay.
Because he could just like kind of vlog his day or just like take pictures and stuff.
Sure, but he was still like present on the internet.
Yeah. He also accidentally leaked a picture of his cock. Because he took a picture of his haircut and he went, does everyone like my haircut? And he just had his cock out.
That's weird.
It's just in the same photo and he didn't realize for like 24 hours and he just left it up. So I forgot about that little tidbit. Dicks out for the bubbly.
This is so weird, man. Where did we go?
It's so weird. I know, it's weird. But that Joe Weller is weird, and you don't have to. I love him for it, you know. There's a clip from the most recent episode of Waffling.
Okay.
That I thought we could check out as well.
All right, man. Let's check it out.
Address each other.
Yeah, undress each other.
Pick each other's outfits.
Yeah.
Something like that. Well, I'll tell you what was
Silly and
good about
goofy.
like the Oktoberfest outfits. Obviously, I'm wearing the male one, but the female one, I actually think that that's more attractive than just like a naughty like lingerie outfit.
Again, we didn't really ask, but
Roy up out of nowhere.
It is funny. To be fair, people like Joe Weller are worth $1 million on these kinds of podcasts because you just need someone to say some whack shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, no, tell me more. What do you mean they're more attractive than sexy lingerie? Like, what do you like about it? But hitting a like,
so
hey, no
good.
one asked is fucking crazy.
But it wasn't just Waffling coming back that is the redemption for Joe Weller. Him being included in Sidemen Inside and Waffling coming back has spurred on Weller being invited to basically all of the British YouTuber shoots.
Oh, really? So he's like back.
Yeah, like if Calux needs a judge for a Guess the Vampire video, if the Sidemen need a wacky guest for a cooking video, or if Chris MD needs a group of footballers for a challenge video.
Joe Weller, striker.
Yay!
He's back.
Wait, what did he say?
I have no fucking idea.
I think he said King of the Bubblies.
No.
King of the Bubblies.
Let's go! He owns it, brother. I bet they all did a bubbly after this session.
No, he did.
So already, it's so nice to see him with like Bazinga, Harry, Theo, obviously from the podcast, but Calfreezy, Chris, like being involved with OGs of the British YouTube scene that he was friends with, that he's now seemingly back to doing videos and being friends with. Already, this is nice.
Yeah, it's super cool.
But the reason I'm linking this vid specifically is the edit at the end. So spoilers for this Chris MD video, but the video ends with Joe against Toby, the semi-pro footballer.
Oh my God, Joe!
In a penalty shootout to decide who will win.
I'm so excited for this penalty shootout. I'm so excited for this. Hey, you got to close up. You got to close up. Oh my God.
The music fucking slays me.
We have two people drawing.
Just straight up
Coldplay.
Coldplay.
Elimination penalties.
I don't even think it's additive to the video.
Oh wait for it because it is.
Okay, got it.
Let's go, mate. Let's go.
He used to rule the world, Cans. That's what you don't understand.
So true.
Come on, Weller.
There's one.
He got his.
Wait, Tony, if you miss, you lose. Oh, is it like that straight away? Yeah.
Fucking Ratatouille.
Wait, he's cooking. He's cooking. Legitimate.
What is this? It's like they ended the dive perfectly. It's like he died and we're watching his life.
Exactly. It's just a victory. And he wins. And all of his fucking friends, all the British YouTube fucking celebrate with him and hold him up high.
Dude, that is so funny.
It's the perfect ending, Stan.
Mate, madness. Oh, madness.
Well done, Joseph. Congrats, man.
Thank you, brother. I actually under pressure, like what the fuck? First ever time.
Oh, best friends.
And he's saying that he performed under pressure.
Under pressure. Yeah. I just fucking scored a penalty. That was a really good pen as well.
Because of the amount of times that he bottled it under pressure.
He's a born soccer player. He's not a boxer, man. Are you kidding me? This is where he belongs.
He finally did it.
Wow. Beautiful sunlight coming through on a rainy day. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's it.
That is mental. Sorry? Oh, sandwich? I don't know.
What a goof.
What a goof, dude.
Great video. Great ending.
It feels like truly he did it. You know, he performed under pressure. He's here with everyone. He's back.
He's on the game shows. The podcast is back. He's happy. He's laughing. He's like kind of exercised some old demons, as you could see from that. He finally performed under pressure. It was very sweet.
And that's it. That's Joe Weller.
Wow.
He defined a generation, but what do you think of him, Stanz?
I think, sorry, before you even say that, this soccer video, this was 11 days ago. You didn't even know this would happen when you started the Joe Weller dive.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That's beautiful. It's actually history before our eyes.
It truly is.
Wow. I think it's sick. It's really cool. I think it's really easy to be a kid. And a lot of these YouTubers are that growing up. I mean, like, I want to make YouTube videos. And not a lot of people talk about like some of the hardships that can come from that, because truly it is an easy life, right? Like you make money, you get to do what you want. But that doesn't mean that these people don't have like pain. That doesn't mean that these people don't have their feelings hurt. That doesn't mean that these people don't have regrets. And so like watch one man go through that and really fucking struggle to like understand what it is they're doing. Like that video where he was like, hey man, I'm out here making videos and it's really hard. What do you think I should do? Well, I guess that it's like, oh man, he's obviously going through it. And I would like to, you like kind of want to shake him.
And to be the rawest and realest version of himself whilst going through it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then most of them aren't lucky enough to come out the other side, right? Most of them just quit and get like a regular job and think, damn, that sucked. And he got to score the penalty kick and like rewrite his history just this last week. And that's so fucking cool.
Yeah. Make his stamp as king of the bubblies.
Yeah, that's fucking weird. But it's cool that he feels comfortable enough to say that.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, to end this celebratory bubbly, everyone lay down on the floor.
Everyone at home.
We're doing it.